Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long wait, but Squid Game is finally back with Season 2. If you're like me, you've been eagerly anticipating this next chapter in the heart-pounding, life-or-death world of Squid Game. After the mind-blowing success of the first season, the question on everyone's mind is, does the second season live up to the insane levels of tension, drama, and mind-bending twists we saw before? Let's dive deep into it. Buckle up, because this season takes the stakes to a whole new level. Right off the bat, Season 2 hits the ground running with a storyline that expands far beyond the confines of the first season. We pick up with the aftermath of the first game. Gi-hun's Lee Young-jae return to the real world. But as much as we loved the first season's razor-sharp focus on the players inside the deadly games, Season 2 moves the spotlight to a larger narrative. We see the expansion of the game itself, with new players, new faces, and even more brutal challenges. The first few episodes take their time to reintroduce us to these characters, some of whom have returned, while others are completely new to the equation. Gi-hun, for instance, finds himself battling with guilt over his past actions and the trauma of his survival. His return to the real world isn't all sunshine and roses. He grapples with his wealth, but not in the way you might expect. This isn't about living luxuriously, it's about a man haunted by the lives he took and the toll the games have had on him. That emotional struggle was far deeper and more complex than anything we saw in Season 1. Now, while Gi-hun's story is compelling, Season 2 also takes a darker and more mysterious turn. The creators dive into the history and shadowy operations behind the games. Who exactly runs the Squid Game, and what are their motivations? There's a whole new layer of mystery, with political intrigue and hidden power struggles that reveal just how far-reaching this twisted organization really is. The introduction of new antagonists really raised the tension. The leaders, masked and enigmatic, aren't just faceless villains anymore, they're revealed as complex figures with their own personal stories, moral dilemmas, and even ambitions for the game itself. It's this deeper look into the behind-the-scenes machinations that gives Season 2 its darker edge. When it comes to character development, this season does not disappoint. If the first season was about survival, then Season 2 is about transformation, both for the players and the game itself. Gi-hun's transformation is crucial, but there's a character who really shines this season. Insert new character. Character name brings a whole new level of tension to the show. At first glance, they seem like just another desperate person trying to survive, but their backstory and motivations are much deeper than expected. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but trust me, this character's arc is one of the most emotionally charged and thought-provoking in the entire series. That said, it's not all about new faces. The return of characters like insert returning character name adds another layer of nostalgia and intensity. These characters aren't the same people they were in Season 1, they've been shaped by their experiences, their choices, and the trauma they've endured. Watching them interact with one another, especially when survival is at stake, brings out new dynamics that keep the viewer on edge. And let's talk about the emotional depth. The writing this season delivers on the promises of high-stakes drama, but it does so in a way that explores the human psyche in raw and uncomfortable ways. The moral dilemmas these characters face will have you questioning not just their actions, but your own hypothetical choices in such a life-or-death scenario. Moving on to the visuals, Season 2 absolutely cranks up the spectacle. The production quality is next level, with sets that feel both vast and claustrophobic, creating a sense of isolation and impending doom. The iconic games are back, but this time the arenas are even more elaborate, more dangerous. The lighting, color palettes, and camera work have been fine-tuned to amplify every moment of tension. The bright, neon colors that we've come to associate with the games are still there, but there's also a noticeable shift. Darker, more muted tones are used to represent the growing sense of hopelessness that many of the players feel. The visuals are not just eye candy, they're a direct reflection of the characters' emotional journeys. Each game feels more oppressive than the last, with massive sets that emphasize just how small and vulnerable the contestants are. The use of wide shots is genius, you feel the physical and emotional distance between the players and their inevitable fate. As for pacing, Season 2 definitely takes its time at first. There's a deliberate slow burn to build up the tension and character arcs, which some viewers might find slow. But trust me, it pays off. The slow build allows for a much more impactful payoff as the story intensifies. And once the action kicks in, it doesn't stop. The final episodes? Pure chaos, in the best way possible. The writing continues to excel in creating complex, layered narratives. The themes of survival, sacrifice, and morality are explored in ways that will leave you questioning what's right and wrong. The show continues to push boundaries in terms of what we expect from a thriller, with an unsettling sense of realism that makes it all the more terrifying. Overall, Squid Game Season 2 takes everything that made the first season unforgettable and multiplies it by 10. Bigger stakes, more intricate characters, darker themes, and those jaw-dropping twists you've come to expect. If you were hooked on Season 1, Season 2 will keep you at the edge of your seat, questioning everything, from who's truly playing the game to whether or not we're all a part of it in some way. Season 2 of Squid Game is a brilliant, emotionally exhausting ride. The emotional beats hit harder this time, the social commentary sharper, and the consequences more brutal. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you waiting for? And if you have, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did it live up to your expectations, or did it fall short? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more reviews. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and remember, the games are never over.